Welcome to a tier list video for different types of fruit. These are the kind of fruit that I normally eat, and we're going to start with the apple. So the apple is a fruit which is it's pretty hard, but it's also kind of quite a tasty fruit. So I would say it's decent, but the thing is also like you have to look at the various different things, like the utility of the fruit can be used like in other products, and you know, and also like the health benefits. It's quite healthy in apple, but it is quite. But then again, it's quite hard. And also, like apple juice, for instance, is actually better in many cases. So it can damage your teeth. So all in all, I would say it's going to go into the B row there. Okay, next up we've got blackberries. Blackberries are super tasty, and they're really quite good. It's definitely yeah. I just think that they're really like easy to grow. Obviously, you've got the blackberry bush. And they do actually they complement apple very well. Actually, there's a lot of like apple and blackberry stuff, um, but normally in like crumbles or pies or whatever. um, but it's definitely a step above apple for me, so I'm going to say that is an A. Okay. um, Next up, we've got this one, which is papaya. Papaya is something which I only kind of recently tried, but it's got quite a fleshy texture. It doesn't taste of that much, but it's not unpleasant to eat. Um, but then again, to say it's not unpleasant is not exactly a great kind of endorsement. So I think we're going to have to stick that one down into D. Let's see what we've got next. Um, Lemon. Now, lemon is pretty good. Lemon is pretty good, I would say. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I kind of. I'm thinking of B, but uh, the problem with lemon is like it takes so long to use. Obviously, you're not just going to eat a lemon. You have to sort of squeeze lemon juice from various different things. It can take a long time to use, so I think we're going to go for C. It's not that amazing. Let's see. Banana. I was thinking about this. Banana's a good source of potassium, but then again, so are potatoes. The texture is a bit fleshy, similar to papaya. I think we're going to put that one in D. All right, what are we going now? Avocado. Avocado is it's high magnesium. It's super delicious. Literally reduces cholesterol by eating chocolate. It is S tier for sure. It is one of the greatest fruits in the world. Um, what do we have here? Oranges. The orange. The problem with oranges is they're very high, obviously, in citric acid. So they're very acidic. Uh, but they can be good. They can be good as well. They sort of like have that health benefit, and I think like I would put them with lemons, um, because they do have that acidity can be good, but just not that much. What next? Raspberries. Raspberries, I would say. Well, you can. The thing is, raspberries can really quite dramatically. Um, they're good, but they're not great, and I think that means it's going to be a B for them. Here we have grapefruit. Wow, grapefruit is kind of like oranges and lemons. The difference is it tastes much worse. So I'm gonna have to put that one down in F, I'm afraid. Uh, so yeah. Um, let's see what else. Blueberries. Blueberries are pretty nice. The thing is with blueberries, it really does fluctuate. You can get some amazing blueberries, but you can also get some terrible blueberries. Generally, if you get these really little ones, they can be very kind of like have lots of kind of you know like horrible bits on them, which are not nice. But then when you get really sort of super duper like massive ones, it's kind of like that's pretty damn good. Um, so I think we can do A for those. I think. Uh, Strawberries. Strawberries are honestly they're too watery. They're not that great. Are they better than bananas and papaya? Not much, to be honest. Not much. They're down there with bananas and papaya, if I'm being honest. Cherries. For me, there's a reason why you say cherry on top. because that's where they belong. Cherries are unbelievable fruit. Cherries and avocados are definitely the kings. Let's see what else we've got. Grapes. Grapes are pretty nice, to be honest. Again, similar to apples, the juice is probably better than the actual fruit. But you can't knock either of them. Yeah. Also, the texture of them is also similar. Not the same as apples, obviously, but it's not the most pleasant texture to eat. So I think they're going to go in B. And finally, we have tomatoes. I was thinking like I'm going to probably do one on vegetables, so that's why I left this one to the end. Obviously, tomatoes are fruit, but there's other things as well that are unusually I didn't even know were fruit, like squash and pumpkins. But the thing is this is kind of like what you would most associate with being a fruit. And most people, I think, are aware of the whole tomato being a fruit thing. So I did include it here. Obviously, it doesn't really go in terms of what we eat. I would say, I'm trying to think where, like, it's one of those things that you eat with, like, with a lot of other things. Unlike most fruit, I mean, what should we go for? I mean, tomatoes are really good. They really are good. It depends. Obviously, you got cherry tomatoes, plum tomatoes. I think A. Yeah. All right. So there is my tier list of fruit. So as you can see, we've got avocado and cherries. Definitely the tastiest fruit. They've got like a combination of very healthy, very tasty, which can't be beaten really. But you know what? I'm going to put this down in C actually. Tomatoes not that great. They're not that great. Yeah. But yeah, like so avocados and cherries really tasty. Obviously, you can do avocados with a lot of different things. You can have guac. You can put it with different cheeses. Cherries, you can't really do that so much, but it's just the intensity of the flavor is incredibly amazing. Blackberries and blueberries are just really, really tasty, both of them. Apples, raspberries, and grapes, also very, very tasty. But I mean, raspberries kind of live in the shadow in a way of blackberries and blueberries. They're not at that level. They're not quite there, but they're still good. Apples and grapes, they've got the flavor, but the actual structure of the fruit itself is not quite there. Lemons, oranges, and tomatoes. I think I did put it in the right category now. The tomatoes. The thing is, they're good, but like for instance, I wouldn't just want to eat like a lemon or an orange or a tomato, right? It's because it's like, I mean, I can eat it, but it's not like I would particularly enjoy it. But at the same time, it's super great when you mix it with other things. Now, papaya, banana, and strawberry, all these things. Banana, in a way, I have kind of harshly rated, but the problem with banana is just not. It is that potassium thing, and you get potassium from potatoes, so it's like, what is the point? And does it taste that great? It's not. It's like a kind of funny taste, and the same with papaya. It's not that it tastes bad. Same with strawberry. It doesn't taste bad, but there's not really that much to it, and you can't, unlike the ones in the C category, actually combine them with anything better, right? This is the limit of which these things can go. You can't really make them better. And then grapefruit is just, just tastes horrible. So thanks for watching.